Welcome, dear viewers, to CouchWarrior TV on YouTube. I am the CouchWarrior, and this is Unpledged. Welcome back to the story, ladies and gentlemen. This is episode 8. Episode 8. All right, so I got busy this afternoon, and I set up some advanced live streams for episodes 9 and 10. I have also updated the website with those events. Make sure you go out there and bookmark them so you don't miss those. All right? And I definitely appreciate all the support. If you're interested in becoming a patron of CouchWarrior TV, I very much appreciate that. That's pretty wonderful. If you're interested in doing that, you can go to patreon.charactercrusade.com. If you want to check the website for updates and all of that good stuff, you can go to couchwarrior.tv, and pretty much everything you need is going to be there. Also, consider joining our awesome community. Go to discord.charactercrusade.com. That is charactercrusade.com. All right. So, last week on Unpledged, a whole bunch of stuff happened. All right? Whole bunch of stuff. So, we delve down deep into yet another Dwemer ruin. And of course, what we understand of Caleo is he is a man who is on a mission to try to make as much money as he can and send it home to his daughter before he dies. And he is fully expecting to die, ladies and gentlemen. That's kind of the way he approaches life at this point, with good reason. I mean, career soldiers, that is always a possibility, something that a career soldier would be thinking about, especially one who's basically been on tour for 30 years. However, this goes beyond that, right? Caleo Ferrata has been put in the position of being unpledged, which means he has no Legion Army affiliation in terms of division, right? He is not officially part of a legion. He just bounces from one commanding officer to the next. He has to support himself in this effort, and it is a punishment for past crimes. However, what we do know is that not everybody in the Imperial Army feels that way about Caleo. Not everybody in the army supports the punishment. Having risen to the rank of legate himself and having done it the hard way through years of toil in the field, he made a lot of friends along the way. He gained the respect of a lot of legionnaires. And so what we understand is that there are some soldiers in the Legion who support him and others who despise him. Now, in last week's episode, we delved down into that Dwemer ruin that I mentioned earlier. That is the second or third one that he's dug into in an effort to try and find some wealth, to gain some wealth. He has taken on Lucien Flavius, who is started out as someone that he was to guard, but now has become something of a legionnaire in his own right, thanks to the training provided on the job by Caleo. Having come out of that ruin near Dawnstar, they traveled to Dawnstar to try to get some rest, and while there, Caleo heard about the nightmares that everyone in the town was having. This is particularly relevant to Caleo because over the last couple episodes, he has been having visions of a man that he murdered. And this man is Cassius Decianus, who we have discovered is nasty. He's got a real bone to pick with Caleo and has found a way to trigger Kaleo's internal engine, which is his name for the bloodlust that comes over him. It was the bloodlust that caused him to commit the murder in the first place. And he thought he was rid of the bloodlust. After a year and a half or more in prison and traveling all the way to Skyrim, he hadn't encountered it until Cassius triggered it. And now the future is in question. At the end of the last episode, Caleo had gone through this temple, and he had helped the priest, Arendur, clear it out and rid it of its quote-unquote evil, which in effect, took care of everybody's nightmares, but left Caleo in a lurch. He didn't want to murder Erendur, but in that moment of decision, Cassius triggers the engine, and the engine does the killing. The bloodlust takes over, Erendur is dead, and that is where we pick up the story. Thank you for taking the journey with me. Let the story begin. Eleventh of Hearthfire, 4th Era, 201. He left the inn this morning without a word. He was in the company of that priest. I followed them to the edge of town and watched them ascend the hill. I would have followed further, but there was no cover to conceal my presence. There's a ruined tower atop the hill, and I can only assume that is where they were headed. I overheard this priest talking to some townspeople last night, and he strikes me as a man not to be trusted. There were things about his words that didn't ring true to me. It is nearly sunset, and he has not returned. Normally, worry would not be an emotion I would express for a man of Caleo's capability, but this is different. The confident and self-assured man I met just a few days ago seems to be crumbling before my very eyes. I see ever-increasing signs of paranoia and delusion, perhaps. There was a moment yesterday when he charged me. I was sure he was going to kill me, and he came very close. But his eyes were looking through me, beyond me, as if I was not there. The incident was followed by a breakdown in which he apologized profusely, turning away to hide his face, but I saw the horror written on it. Something is torturing him. He's not been kind to me, but I understand that he is trying to keep me alive. I have seen glimpses of compassion. I wish there was something I could do to help him. Something interesting has happened. I was woken in the middle of the night by a commotion in the drinking hall. Excited villagers, some still in their bedclothes, had assembled at the inn and were talking excitedly about their dreams. There were hugs and tears of joy in abundance. It's not clear to me what happened. But I heard one woman exclaim, "They're gone," as she held her hands to her face. She was shaking all over. They eventually dispersed, but I was unable to sleep following the spectacle. He has still not returned. It has been hours, and his absence is growing more alarming by the minute. He stumbled in just an hour ago. He was alone. There was no sign of the priest. He looked ghastly. He was pale and covered in sweat and dried blood. I ran to greet him, and naturally I wanted to know where he had been, but I froze in that awful moment, stopping short. "Caleo, what is wrong?" He ran his large hands through his hair and looked up to meet my eyes. There is a story in those eyes. A deep and abiding pain I will never understand. He answered my question in a hoarse whisper. "I am wrong, Lucien. I am wrong." We packed our things in complete silence. I have a feeling that he had something to do with breaking the spell that cast a long shadow over this town, but he hasn't spoken of it. He says we finally received the orders he's been waiting for, and we're going to war. He seeks solace in war. What sort of man runs to war looking for peace?
Good morning. Ironbreaker mine is 3 times the worth of that Quicksilver mine. And its fathead owner.
Welcome. Let me know if you want.
This one's a favorite of
I
mine.
have to clean
A
my
legend
mind or
we
something.
all know and love. Our hero claims a warrior's heart. I tell you, the Dragonborn comes.
How can I help you?
With the voice-wielding power of the ancient sword art. Believe,
Let's get moving.
believe the Dragonborn comes.
What's next?
It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's foes. Beware,
Everything all right?
beware
Pack your
the
things. We are leaving.
Behind you.
For the darkness has passed and the legend yet grows. You'll know the Dragonborns come.
Oh, do you need a room?
No. I need to check the mail service.
Of course.
consider joining up myself.
Good morning.
When we exited the inn, I saw him take a letter out of his pocket, read it briefly, and cast it aside, crumpled into a tiny ball.
They say that vampires attacked the whole of the
I picked it up and read through it. It was a simple letter, addressed from someone named Rika. It simply read, "Dog. The Stormcloaks are finally making their move. We believe a large-scale attack is imminent, and they are taking steps to shore up support with the populace. We are going to stop them and you will be taking point. I see no reason to risk good soldiers. You are now under my command. Join the force at the ruin of Corvanjun at once. And that was it. That's all it said. I need to understand more about this dog title. What does it mean? What has he done to be cast so low?
Damn nightmares have finally stopped. Suppose you'd know anything about that.
All right, boy. Listen to me very carefully. If you wish to survive what's coming, you must stick with me. They are going to throw me in all kinds of shit. Things that are unreasonable. All right, that's the spirit. Come on. Everything you've experienced up to this point is a skirmish. Now we're getting into the real shit. I want to make sure you're ready. Now we do have one advantage here, and that is that because of who I am and how I am intended to operate, they are probably going to throw me into some unusual situations. Basically what that means is we will probably not be in any of the pitched battles. In other words, marching shoulder to shoulder with shields up. That sort of thing. But something tells me we are going to be in the worst stuff. The kind of stuff where they hang you out to dry if you fail. I have to make sure this boy stays alive. That is my absolute #1 concern at this point. I have been taking point for 30 years. This kid has never done so. Shit. Come on, hang back. Hang back. Wait.
Do you mind?
Sorry I had to run you through. Blame your friend who attacked me unprovoked. What is this now? Ah, they are mercenaries. Come on. The boy has a look on his face like he knows something is wrong with me. I must focus on what I must do now. Stormcloaks. Get that damn archer. Where is that artillery coming from?
Bad dog. Bad.
Eliminate it.
A little help over here.
They're coming out of the woodwork. Shit. Keep him busy, boy. Ah, damn it. Ah.
I can stab you in the back.
Come on, bring it. I can smell you from here. Let's get close. Oy. Shit. These archers. It's been a long morning. Where is that boy? Now tell me he did not go in here. Ugh, this is a bad situation. Back it off! To take cover. Lucien! Get out of there, kid. Finish her. Come on.
There's snow escape. Because it's snowing. Tough crowd.
All right. Are you all right? This is what I'm talking about. Stick with me and you're bound to go down in a blaze of glory. Or in my case, a blaze of shame and obscurity. But a blaze is a blaze nonetheless. I don't know about you, but I would like to finish this. Come on. Ah, I'm very close. Let's try this way. Ah, too much. Too much! Luckily I have plenty of pigs. Shit. This is a tough one. It feels as if it is a lock made by an expert. Imagine that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I in your way?
Yes, you
Thank
are
you
in my
so
way.
much for asking so politely.
You need to stop expecting politeness. Alright. Alright, boy. Get ready. Shit. I hope you're ready. Not sure I am.
Once was a woman, fair or in old Stros Macan.
Hey.
Nice flanking maneuver. Here we go. Big boy. Finish him. He's down. Good job. Come on. Shh. Do you hear anything else? Look at that. We are taking levels. There we go. Keep that shield up, boy.
Well,
Pen him
you're
in.
certainly a big old chap, aren't you? I don't suppose you'd like to sit down and work this out over a cup of tea.
Nicely done.
No, I didn't think so. You're a fool.
Let me finish
But I
this.
was just wondering, have you considered not trying to murder me?
Are you talking to him or to me? Because I have considered murdering you pretty much daily since we met. We'll take that key. And this is why, my friend, you carry a shield. You see the utility now. That son of a bitch could not break our wall, right? Yes. What have we here? Well, I hope you are ready. It is only going to get worse from here. All right. We are going to a place called Corvan June. I can only assume that it is some kind of Nord armpit ruin, huh? Someplace there is bound to be a lot of bloodletting. Alright, let's get this underway. Now it is all making sense to me. Ah, that hurt. A lot. It is a bit late to resist cold. How about we do this, CouchWarrior? Just level me up. Alright, I can do that. Alright. Last time around, we invested in stamina. So we're going to invest in health this time around. Caleo is a bit of a health monster. It's kind of the direction we're going with this character. Okay. Let's scope everything out before we make an actual choice here. Alright. So, battle weary. Break upon me. You are immune to basic melee weapon perks, such as Clash of Champions, Slash Heroes, Denting Crushing Blows, Bleed Like a Lamb, blah blah blah. If wearing all heavy armor, you take 10% less attack damage from enemies affected by one or more of these perks. And this is becoming more of an issue now because as we go up levels, they're more likely to have some of these perks. Heavy armor weighs half as much and slows you down half as much when worn. That is pretty damn attractive. Never liked cushion. Face of Death, you no longer need to wear the helmet. It's not really a priority. What if we were to revel in some battle? Defiance also increases melee weapon damage by 3% for 10 seconds. This effect stacks. So let's take a look at Defiance and crunch those numbers, shall we? Okay, you are trained to deflect incoming attacks where wearing all heavy armor. Whenever an enemy attacks you... Okay, whenever an enemy attacks you, which is happening a lot, by the way, you gain 15 points of armor rating for 10 seconds. Wow, this effect stacks also. So this helps us out in those instances where we're getting double, triple, quadruple teamed, which seems to be happening a lot. That would definitely be a good one. Bedrock. If wearing all heavy armor, you have a 20% chance to brace for impact when attacked by an enemy, becoming immune to stagger. Okay, immune to stagger would be nice, but don't think that's priority. If wearing all heavy armor, take 30% less attack damage from power attacks. Yeah. That's assuming they can get through our block, right? Now we're going to get more and more enemies who can get through our block. So let's see how our block is doing. So heavy armor is at 74. Block is at 60. Done the timed block. Poke the dragon. After a successful time block within 8 feet, you may retaliate with increased strength, increasing your attack damage and critical strike damage against attacker by 25%. Well, that's okay. How about Dominion? 25% less attack damage from any direction when blocking in combat. That would be super helpful for those times when we're tapped out on stamina and archers are hitting us from all sides. That one is very attractive. Boy. If you can't tell, I'm definitely going defensive this particular level. So, I am liking Dominion. I think we can get a lot of utility out of that. The last battle that we were in, Exhibit A, this would have been really handy. We may have been able to get through the battle without having to chug so many potions to survive. So, all right. Wow. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Strange to see a friendly face out here. All right, we continue. All right. I'm going to quick save here. We'll save our progress and our level. Let's see where we're at. Okay. 23rd level, and we are on our way to 24. Shit, look at the size of that bitch. Yeah. Bigger they are and all that shit. Come on. It feels as if being out here in the wilderness is a respite from Cassius. Why does he only come after me when I am in the depths of a dungeon? And why does Flavius not see him? He has to be in my mind. This thing he does. Coaxing me into bloodlust. It is worrisome. All right, boy. Eyes on the horizon. Oh, I cannot get there fast enough. Ah.
Keep an eye out for Stormcloak spies.
Well done. That is a brave man, wandering these roads alone. Van June. Now we will see what it is like to work for the legate. To be honest, it can't be worse than following the orders of that prefect.
What's the hurry?
What's the hurry? There's a war on. Of course I'm in a hurry. There they are. Alright, come on. Listen up, kid. This is it. They are sending me in first. That is the way this is to work. She specifically said point. If you want to stay alive, you stay with me. Being on point is dangerous, but being with me is less so. We will watch each other's backs. I trust you. Are you ready? Keep that helmet on. Strap it on tight. Alright. Remember. Pride. Shields up. Come on.
What's the situation?
Stormcloaks were already camped out around the entrance when we got here.
I'm glad you're with us. I don't like the looks of this place, and I'm not talking about the Stormcloaks.
You mean these old ruins?
You too, huh? I'd much rather a straight-up fight than creeping around a place like this. But never mind all that. We're the Emperor's soldiers. We'll do our duty no matter what stands in our way, right?
Well, that's something at least.
I imagine we will.
Looks like the damned rebels got here first. No matter, we have the element of surprise. Prepare to move out.
I am ready.
Follow me. Listen up, Legionnaires. Those Stormcloaks are here for the same reason we are. Ulfric, the Pretender, wants that crown, but we're not going to let him. I realize some of you may know men on the other side, but remember this. They are the enemy now, and will not hesitate to end your lives either. General Tullius is counting on us to bring back the Jagged Crown, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Let's show these rebels what real soldiers look like.
All right, I take point. Come on, boy. Don't lag behind. Here it comes.
You're pathetic.
Ah! Come on!
Send Ulfric my regards.
Alright. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Bring it! Come on! There it is! Big target! Kill the dog! There you go, kid. Come on. Alright, conserve your strength now. It gets worse inside, I am sure. What has he got? Little snatching grab. Really? I didn't realize the boy helped me cut through them. Just the two of us. I like it. He is learning. Where is this shit going on? Oh, come on. Finish it off. Watch your back now. What's the matter? Are you afraid?
Call yourself a warrior?
Flank! All right. Come on, quickly. We have a moment. Excellent work. Excellent work. We carved through their vanguard, just the two of us. This is a good sign. Now, keep your wits about you. It gets worse on the inside, believe me. This one. Did you see how he stood and just waited for me? That was a challenge. What is this bullshit? Am I taking point or not? No sneaking about. This is a stand-up fight. Make it happen, Lucien. He's coming back. There, nicely done. Quickly. Let's show these beaches how it's done. Hello. Yeah, that was a cheap shot, my friend. Come on. The way is clear, Legate.
Looks like we're in an Nordic ruin.
I don't like this. Perfect spot for an ambush. 10 to 1, they're just waiting for us on the other side.
But there isn't any other way through, Legate.
Let's not jump to conclusions, soldier. The Legion always finds a way. I'd rather take a moment and look around than walk blindly into an ambush. Auxiliary, see if you can find another way through. We'll charge in to help as soon as we hear fighting.
Right, the dog is on the job. Come on, kid.
There may be some way to get through on the level above. Hurry!
I like this singing in this case. It's kind of his own way of backsassing, eh?
Maybe you can find a way through somewhere above us.
How about this? Is this a way through? Oh, it's a way through. Shit. There's a very high way through, huh? Come on now. Well done. Yes, I know. Well done. Come on, Legate.
There's bound to be more up ahead.
Of course. Come up here in front and earn your officer's pay. I can't help but notice your men don't keep their shields up. That is dangerous, don't you think? It seemed to me they are lacking in proper training.
Steady now. The Legion is faced
Good
down
job, kid.
worse. Just
You are 10 times the legionnaire any of these men
We're not
are.
leaving here until we get what we came for. Now let's keep moving.
This is where we have a smoke and wait for Her Highness to come down here and give us guidance as to how to pass through this hall that has no alternate passageways. Well? Alright. Charge them, Legate. You're a fucking hero, yes? There you go.
Just a scratch.
That's right. Shake it off. There you go.
And this must be the Hall of Stories.
The Hall of
Heard
Stories.
of this? These walls are supposed to show the history of the ancients who built this place.
Too bad we can't read these carvings. Who knows what secrets we'd uncover.
One thing at a time, soldier.
I bet
Focus
you
on our
Lucien can
primary
read these,
mission.
eh, boy?
We're searching for the
What
crown.
say you? Alright, I'm going to read these myself. Let's see.
Looks like we weren't the
There are
first ones
people
here.
carrying a coffin.
Even if these carvings tell us
Some
where
more
the
people
crown is,
carrying a
I'm
coffin.
sure we're going to have to find
And
it.
there's this big monstrous looking guy in the
See what
middle.
you can figure out.
He is
I'm
probably...
going to check out these carvings, okay? Let me know if you
maybe
find
this is, I don't know. The Undertaker? I joke. Any luck, Your Highness, figuring out how the door opens? Oh, gee, I wonder what this is.
What is that? Some kind of stone claw? I wonder what it's used for.
She says it's a stone claw. It's a fucking key, right? Alright, let's take a look. Ebony claw, huh? Ah, there we go. So, what say you, Lucien? It looks like, what? Fox? Perhaps a moth? And a dragon? Fox and the moth and the dragon? You agree? Let's see here. Alright, push. And one more. Come on. There we go. What did I say? Moth, right? Yes. And the dragon. There we go. Are we ready? All right.
Job. All right, everyone. Keep your guard up. Let's move out. All right, Legionnaires. Spread out and see what we've got. Auxiliary, do what you do best. See if you can find some way to get that gate open.
Ah, I thought you were going to say
Years
die.
of dust these ruins have gathered. If you piled it all up, I wonder how much it would weigh.
How's it going? You find anything yet?
It'd probably weigh about as much as your average droger, huh? Come on, let's try this way. Obviously, they're chicken shit to go up here.
May sound obvious.
We will go.
Do you see a lever anywhere?
Yes, I see a lever. I have your lever right here, Your Highness.
Go on an expedition to Skyrim, they said. It'll be fun, they said. There won't be any horrible ancient Nordic zombies, they said.
Are you having second thoughts? Listen, I may be a zombie, but I am not a Nord.
Keep looking. There's gotta be some way to get that gate open.
Ah. Shh. I won't tell if you don't. What is this? Do you suppose? Huh? What say you?
Do you see a lever?
Just still looking up here. Hang on. Come on, quickly. Ah.
It smells of death down here.
Well, it's not difficult to imagine why, is it? We are surrounded by the dead on all sides. Hang on. Observe what you are doing here. Let's try this. Hang on. Come on, Caleo. Come on, Caleo, you can do this. Son of a bitch. Look at this. Summoning room. Perhaps we could sell that, eh?
Keep looking. There's gotta be some way to get that gate open.
Listen to her prattle on. Keep looking, keep looking. Come on, quickly, before she catches on.
Keep looking. There's gotta be some way to get that gate open.
Come on, quickly. You out. Let's see if I can close it. That will do. Come on. Just looking, Leggett. Perhaps this is up here. Hang on. Quick. Look at this. Oh, these are garbage. That could be used. Oh, hey. Perhaps this is it, eh?
Just keep your guard up.
Yeah. There you go. Everybody get a piece of the action.
Follow me. Let's see where this leads.
Oh, by all means, follow you. Imbeciles. Come on, catch up, boy. You're going to miss all the fun. So much for taking point. When it gets close to the glory, then they're happy to lag behind.
The crown should be around here somewhere. Spread out. Keep your eyes open.
Perhaps that is it, huh?
Hey, I found a crown over here on this corpse. Is this the one we're looking for?
Hang on, boy. The shit is coming. Here we go.
By the nine!
Ooh. Yeah. That's quite a scrum there.
This place gives me the creeps.
You and me both, friend.
Crown off that Draugr.
This Draugr? Oh, no, it just had gold. This Droger? Oh, wrong one again. Oh, this Droger you're talking about, huh? Let's see. Oh, it has gold as well. Look at this. Alright.
Take that crown back to Solitude, soldier. We'll stay here and see if we can find anything else that could be of use.
Of course you will. Well, you hear that, boy? They're shipping us back to Solitude, eh? Come on.
Lucien Flavius, reporting for duty.
Tell you what. Let's see. Why don't you regale these people with what you know of the Dragonborn? Make it a distraction.
Ah. You're convinced that that's what you are, then?
No, not me. Anyone else. No.
I'd keep an open mind if I were you.
Whatever.
This mysterious old world, after all.
Just
I imagine we'll know more definitely.
tell them one of your boring stories while I check this out. There we go. Ah, shit. Nothing in there. Alright, come on. What do you know of this business? Alright, come on. We have to go before the legate has a conniption. What is all this crap about the Dragonborn, anyway? Clearly, that is not me. Alright. Ah, this looks familiar. Ah, hey fellas. Too bad you got stuck with guard duty. You missed all the fun. Yes. The legate and her men are busy looting corpses down there. It's at least 50,000
Good job I
septums
don't
each.
frighten easily. Because if I did, this place would be terrifying.
Oh, come on. It is a bit musty, but I would say no more scary than the Dwemer ruins, yes? Certainly not. Look at his shit stain. He has gold. Oh, hang on, hang on. Ah, this shit we can use. I know you don't approve of my looting everything in sight, but you don't understand my motives, eh? So mind your own business. Alright. Well, that was an adventure. Back to Solitude, huh? I always wonder about these storm cloaks. They never have any pocket change. Wonder if I could get in here. I'm going to try it. Just watch my back. If the legate comes out that door, let me know. Okay, here we go. Ah, shit. Ah, it is not going well. Come on. Wait. Try the other way. Damn it. All right. I think we're narrowing it down a bit. Ah, Lucien. Did you see that? Okay, right here. Okay, we put a little chalk mark right there on the lock. Check our angles. Ah. Okay, down to the chalk mark. Alright. We go a little bit further. See. Oh. Okay, it is the other way. There it is. 2 enterprising Imperials on the hunt. Fortune favors the bold, my friend. Ah, well, that is good. The Noble Knight. It weighs a fucking ton. Ah, boy, I have a task for you. Imagine what it is.
Yes?
I need to give you some armor.
Sure, I'll carry what I can.
If you would like to wear it, at least temporarily, you can, but don't get used to it. Alright. Ah,
I'll be right behind you.
how is the fit? Very sporting. Alright. Just remember, I'm going to take it away from you in a bit. Alright, come on. Now, my friend. This is where Caleo stretches the rules. She said to the solitude. She did not say when to the solitude. So first, we are going to stop in a couple of places. First is Whiterun. We are going to sell some junk. Make some money, and then Caleo is going to make another deposit. Ah, look. Alright, let's cover the flank, huh? Fucking mage.
Ow, ow, ow.
Ah! Alright, how about we resist a bit of cold? It seems like a good thing to do. How about we heal a bit? That is probably advisable. A couple of those. How about we restore some stamina, huh? This asshole is... Get him! Excellent! Excellent ambush! Ugh. Are you okay, kid? Come on, shake it off. Good job, you took his flank. Thank you. See, that armor is no good. We must trade up. This is the thing. When it comes to armor and weapons, do not go with flash. You go with function, my friend. Every time. That is what saves your life. Ah, look at this. That was well played, though. Come on. One of these days, we are going to get you a better weapon. What do these guys have? I thought I saw a snappy-looking sword. Those make a scimitar. Aye. $24. Is that also 24? Let's do a review of this blade you are carrying with you.
What a coincidence. I need to trade some things with you too.
I have to say, upon further inspection, that armor does not look great. Alright. Nordic Dwemer blade. 26. This is still superior blade. Alright, come on.
Let's get back to it.
Alright. Ugh. I suppose. Aye. Should need some wine. Alright. Yeah. I cannot wait to take that away from you. I am not going to judge you now, but you were actually making that Imperial armor work for you. This is, covered in spikes and weird shit that has no real function. Hey, you want to get in a scrape? I do the blocking. And you draw your dog slicer, huh?
These people lead simple lives. Enviable in a way.
Yes, true. However, it is people like us doing what we do that makes their life so simple. One cannot simply live in a world not learning how to draw a sword without having someone else who is willing to do so. Don't get me wrong. Growing vegetables is noble and all that, but I don't think I could do it. Shit. Here we go. Come on. Ay, ay, ay. Alright, he's got a good position there. Ah! There it is.
Think you can take me?
Yes, I do. As a matter of fact. Killing bandits can be profitable. Double time. Let's make short work of this run here. It's beginning to look like civilization. Ah, this is where this road comes out. I've been wondering that. Now this is I'm familiar with. Hey, CouchWarrior. Yeah? Is everyone still awake out there? Yeah, looks like it. The conversation seems lively. How many people do we have? 36. Oh, really? That's nice. Hang on, I'm busy. Ah, that looks angry. Kid, little shit. Oh, gods. Alright, use the trees. you bitch. Ah, I'm over here. Ah. 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 Meet a saber cat, my friend. Enjoy yourself. Now you stay there, kitty. I don't begrudge you your dinner. Go ahead, feast away. Boy, let it go. Come on. He's stuck. You'll figure it out. Caleo got stuck there as well. There's some tangled up roots at the base of that tree. Big trouble. But Caleo managed it. Grease your boots. Surely he has some troll fat or something. Grease your boots and they slip right out. There you go. Well done. You know what? I bet it was this
suppose
armor.
It's too much to ask that these bandits will just hand the golden claw over if we ask them nicely.
The golden claw. Do you know something I do not? Here, see, I do not think this orcish codpiece works. It's, it makes me question orcish anatomy. Perhaps it is not what I thought it was. Okay, come on. We are almost there. Ugh, can't breathe in this thing. Too much time in the helmet. Now I get to go talk to the general. Not something I am looking forward to. All right. We will fill our water flasks here. How about that? Hey,
Hello
you.
there.
I'm not carrying all this water.
Of course.
Freeloader. Let's see. Water. Water. Ah, no, that is under this. Water skins. How about I'm going to give you, say, this much. How about that? Does that help, Cleo? Oh, barely. Very close. No, not enough. Perhaps if I drink some water. Oh, I am thirsty suddenly. How about now? Okay. How about it, huh? There it is. Good. I wish I could get my hands on this intelligence she talks about. The fact that a massive attack is imminent. Are you coming or what? I wonder how she knows this. What evidence is there of such a thing? I am a bit concerned about the Legion that I see here in Skyrim. It is very different than what we did in Hammerfell. They do not seem well trained, like given a sword and a shield and thrown out there with very little in the way of experience or training. This kid might actually survive, but that is because he has a mentor. The rest of them are dying by the dozens. Cannot fight a war properly by just throwing bodies at the fight.